Hello everyone. Today I will talk about something that I'm completely unprepared, and so the reason why I'm unprepared for making this video is that I won't talk about something uh, freely and more fluently, and so um, yeah, scheduling, planning, plotting matter to make our speak, make our talk refined. But sometimes those activity hinders our flexibility, and we cannot speak, talk freely, fluently, and if we set a specific schedule or planning or plot, and I'm now trying to talk something without planning, without scheduling, without plotting, and of course this is my mindfulness, and I think I want to think something in a in my own way, in my own flexible way, and so I regard this activity as a mindfulness practice, and so thinking free, like breathing free, um, is very crucial uh, to to stay in this moment, and so and but I set two them to make this video, two them, and one them is the one them is mindfulness practice or mindfulness, and the next one is schizophrenia, and the one mindfulness, and I am a amateur meditator, and also I'm a keen reader of mindfulness books, and so I learn a lot from those books, and including Zen philosophy and Zen religion, and yeah, mindfulness can cultivate our steady mind, and so without mindfulness practice we cannot how to stay here and now, and so of course we cannot exist in the past, we cannot exist in the future, but we can exist only in here and now. So this is our basic idea of mindfulness, and um, yeah, and but sometimes um, seasons makes us make our brain more introspective. So, for example, in winter, and we tend to be introspective, and so we think something depending on our loneliness, depend on our isolation, and we go into our world. We get into our own imagination, and winter make us more introspective, and but it's not negative one, and so mindfulness practice make your eyes open, and so you can observe nature, nature, winter phenomena in the air, and so you can observe everything if you stay in this moment, and yeah, winter makes us introspective, but now now we living in the summer, and so summer summer makes us more active, and so I'm now a little bit active. I'm now feeling mm, feeling very active, and so my brain are now very active, and those factors are derived from this season, summer, and so summer makes us more uh, yeah active, and I often go out to work in the sun, and I like to walk my town or my I live in Yamato Goriyama City. I walk around the city street, and I walk sometimes Osaka City, and yeah, it's great. And I sometimes I sometimes cycle to adjacent city, Nara City, and observe nature and deers, animals, and tourists walking around. I observe those things, and of course, mindfulness trainer explain mindfulness. Uh, Mindfulness is everything in your life. Not only not only meditating, not only you meditating, and so every our activity in your life, such as cleaning, such as washing your clothes and washing dishes, and those small tasks become mindfulness, and so mindfulness trainer said, and only when only when you sitting on the floor as a meditation is not necessarily mindfulness, and so every your tasks, every your daily lives can be mindfulness, and so I'm now trying to do those things. I try make my lives as a meditation, and of course, and meditation, the ideas comes from Buddhist practice, and so Buddhist practice is very great, and so very reasonable and very so and yeah, very mindful, and so Buddhists make their practice according to their sense, according to their intuition, and so they maintain their activity, those functions, not only verbal expression, not only logical expression, not only scientific approach, but they focus on the sense. And uh, so but uh, i but I am a keen leader of uh, theological text, and I won't be a theologian, but this is just my dream. I'm not a professional theologian. I'm not a theologian, but I am a keen reader of theological text, and so theological approach cannot help understand Buddhist meditation, and for Buddhist, for all Buddhist, theological approach is bad because theologian attached to logical and verbal expression and the scientific approach, and they attach to brain activity. They attach to brain activity, and reading books and thinking something abstractly and thinking something more complex and thinking something more difficult way. And so those brain activity hinders to feel something being here and there. So we cannot feel beings. We cannot feel something beings here and there because our brain are so busy, so noisy when we focus on theological tasks. Theology is great. Theology is makes me more ethically, and theology makes me more mindfully. But on the other hand, theology attached to logical approach, scientific approach, or more abstract art, and those theology attach those things. But mindfulness can be free from those logical states. So, and theological approach cannot understand uh, Buddhist meditation, Buddhist lean, and so there is a very contradiction, and so. But of course, I'm also keen leader of Christian mysticism, and some researchers, both Buddhist and Christianity, some researchers, scholars, research on similarity both to meditation, Christian meditation and Buddhist meditation, and of course, it is impossible to compare those higher meditative range each other, and so we cannot compare those things. However, researching on those two religions can help find a new idea and similarity, and so um, Buddhist and Christianity have similarity each other, and so for example, both two religions prefer to exploring inside your head, not outside your body, not outside your mind, but both two religions prioritize to exploring inside your limb, and of course, it is not necessarily introspective. It is not necessarily kind of psychological state, but it's just a feeling, subtle feeling in your mind. And so we express something, we express our love, we express some sense when we touch on the ground, when we touch to some people, when we touch on the water, and so those subtle things. And of course, we feel something when we love some people, and so those subtle things exist inside our mind, and so those two religion prioritize to exploring inside your brain. But of course, this is just an example. This is not an essential way on Buddhism, and I just give you some example, not an essential way. And so, for example, and enlightenment cannot be explained because it is ineffable, and the state of enlightenment is ineffable. And so someone said when touch on the ground, when touch on a surface of the pond, and so I get enlightened. Yeah, probably it is true, but if they explain something. Enlightenment is something intuitive sense, or enlightenment is um, kind of psychological state. I don't know, but when we use those terminology, when we use those language usage, we cannot grasp. We cannot grasp enlightenment. We cannot hold enlightenment. So, because enlightenment dislike to be explained, and so enlightenment is ineffable, and so it is very difficult. But so and but yeah, both two religion and present us some great meditative method, and so reciting words, or just sitting on the floor, or observing your breathing, and 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 affirming your thoughts, and those meditation can help uh, cultivate our mind to be steady condition. And I just explained this as a view, as a point of view of mental health. I'm not a um, Catholic priest. I'm not a Buddhist priest. I'm just an amateur meditator. But so I just explain those things in a um, so medical method. In as a medical method, I explain those medical methods, and so and of course I am a schizophrenic person, and so for improving our condition, and mindfulness practice is very helpful, and so mindfulness uh, can lead us to more steady condition, and mindfulness let us thinking more slowly, more properly, and we have a cognitive distortion in which we cannot judge people things properly in accurate way, and so we always misjudged people and things on the phenomena. It is very harmful, but mindfulness practice let us think more slowly. Well, sometimes mindfulness can stop our thinking. Of course, I we cannot stop our overthinking perfectly, but if if those moments are temporary, we can stop our overthinking, and just feeling some subtle sense, and hearing insect voice, hearing birds voices, and observing nature, and observing seasonal change on the mountain. Yeah, we can observe those things, and by mindfulness practice, and but it is just a temporary, but temporarily is very crucial to learn mindfulness, and so yeah, but I have to say the fact. I have to say about the fact, and that is mindfulness can't cure your symptom. Mindfulness practice um, make your brain perfect. No, no. Mindfulness practice cannot make your brain perfect. Mindfulness practice cannot your brain as a non-disabled person have. So we cannot cure ourselves by mindfulness, but we have to take medicine. Medicine can cure our symptoms, but of course, um, schizophrenia cannot be cured by current medicine, and so we have to live uh, entire life with this symptom. And but medicine can uh, medicine can ease our high intention, how I intense, and our medicine can ease our deep depression, and medicine, taking medicine matters. And so if you are a person with schizophrenia, so please don't give up taking medicine. It is very dangerous. Mindfulness cannot cannot help uh, cure your brain, cure your malfunctioning, cure your bad condition. Mindfulness can't help you. Only medicine can improve your malfunctioning in your brain. And so, but mindfulness makes our brain defined, sophisticated, and so we we can feel more subtle, more small things in detail, and we feel subtle phenomena in the air. We feel some very subtle vibration through observing nature. Yeah, we can achieve the things. So it is very crucial, and but as I mentioned, mindfulness are so subtle. So mindfulness is not medicine, and so can't cure your brain. And if you are in a steady condition, if you are in a good condition, mindfulness practice can be helpful, because mindfulness let us think about something more slowly and more steady. And yeah, we need to be in our ordinary life, not a special one, not extreme one, but we need ordinary life. And so we have to maintain our ordinariness. And so the mindfulness can help to maintain those things. And keeping ordinariness sometimes hard, and because of our noisy mind. And sometimes taking medicine are helpful to adjust our noisy mind, but mindfulness is also effective to adjust our noisy malfunctioning in our brain. And so walking straight and our breathing and observing our breath, and inhale and exhale, and those activity, of course, directly affect into our brain. And our brain always hear our activity. And so we are healed when we are healed physicality, our physicality in when our physicality are healed, our minds are also healed. And so we need to focus on our physicality, our body, our breathing, and also we focus on our nature and environment, because there is no barrier between subjectivity and objectivity. There's no barrier. And so mindfulness, the goal of mindfulness is to feel no barrier between subjectivity and objectivity. And this is a very crucial point. And of course, and as I mentioned, theologian attached to these barriers, subjectivity and objectivity. The theologian sometimes strongly attached to those barriers, but to be mindfully, those barriers are obstacle, and so uh, we have to uh, take it easy. We have to take care of our body, and we focus on our physicality, and it is also kind of a medicine, additional medicine for our schizophrenic person. And so for schizophrenic person, mindfulness is crucial. Mindfulness is helpful, and yeah, and of course, in conclusion, I have to say taking medicines matter. Taking medicines is top priority to to be cured from severe condition. And plus, mindfulness practice is effective to feel our subtlety, to feel our ordinariness. Without mindfulness practice, we cannot feel our ordinariness. So, ordinariness matter. Maintain ordinary lives matters. Thanks for watching.